Greetings one and all, my name is Lancer and welcome back once again to Higurashi. We'll be starting season 2. Oh man, we are no longer in just Higurashi, we are in Higurashi Kai, whatever that means. And last time on, an interesting ending to an otherwise incredible and script flipping arc. We have found the truth about what is happening here in Hinamizawa. Everyone is being controlled by parasites, or they have parasites in them that's making them go crazy, or is it all just a figment of the imagination? I don't know. I've been told that there's gonna be answers in this season. Whether or not I can actually realize that they're answers is a different matter altogether, but I'm giddy. This will probably just be episode 1, just because I actually have it on the website here, all the different episode titles, which will be convenient when dividing up all the episodes. So we will be starting with this first one. Let's get right into it. Reunion. A new opening. That was an ominous title. I don't know. That was weird. I like the visuals in this already more than the first one. Are we finally gonna understand what the hell Rika is? Maybe. Kochi Kochi. Oh, that's a cool logo. Musically, I definitely like the first one more, but I think visually I like this one more. Not bad. All right, episode 1. Is this Akasaka? 30 years. The heck? Yeah. Sheesh. Wait, 30 years? Like, since he's been here? It's been that long. So we're back to this route then. Again, maybe it's a different route, like the Rika thing, but it's how the Satoko route ended, right? You know, with everything being destroyed, which we thought was Keiichi's power, but I think it's just now we know, like, was it the parasites that was released? Jesus. So we're in 2008. Which is around when this came out. This is where he met Rika. Imagine she's still there. He's gonna be old, man. Enjoying that retirement. I'm honestly surprised he's still alive. Little demon. Or whatever she is. See, now it's like, is it demons? Is it not? I don't think it is. I mean, I don't think there's demons at all. It's just paranoia, insanity, but just what is Rika? That's just my biggest question now. The marsh, huh? Imagine now they find the uncle's body. Wait, what? Wait a fucking second. Because there's the whole thing about, like, at the end of the Rena arc, she's just like, oh, it's aliens, alien parasite and all this stuff, which I kind of read off as just like she's going insane, she's just saying shit. But now that they're being like, oh, a UFO landed here. Is it actually aliens? I hope it's not. It's kind of pieced together because it's like, oh, is Rika actually an alien? Is that why she's so fucking weird or whatever? I don't want it to be aliens. I hope it's just a bug. This is when it all erupted. Is it safe to be here? Right. So that did happen. Is that just the cover-up story, though? Just filled it with concrete? Yes. Cement. That's concrete, baby. And there it is. Which seems even less believable than a volcano. Document number 34. Yeah, we didn't get that. That was the title of, like, the second to last episode or something? Huh. What the fuck? Right. And that's where the demon comes from. I was gonna say, like, something's just like, oh, maybe like a comet or like an asteroid crashed there and then it had like some parasite on it. But it's just straight up just a fucking flying saucer. I mean, no one's found that. Right. Yeah, made a whole religion out of that. So it's fucking aliens? It actually is aliens? I hope it's a cover-up story for the cover-up story. It's like 3 layers deep. I did not think we would just start the season and be like, yep, now here's the answer. I mean, to be fair, with how season 1 ended, just like, all right, here's the spitball theory, which pretty much was the answer, and now it's like, okay, it's both aliens and parasites. But, well, no. I mean, the 3 houses, right? Sonozaki, Furude, and Hojo? Is Hojo one of the houses, or is that just... They keep talking about the Hojos. Like, this Honozakis and the Hojos don't like each other. Honestly, yeah. She burned to death. Girl A, which was... Huh. What the fuck? So the Rika thing that we see ties into the Rena route. So does the Satoko thing happen after that? Is it just told out of order? Or this just happens separately from that? See, now having the Satoko route throws off everything for me, because that ends and it's like, oh, the thing erupted, but then like there's the Rika story where then that happens, but then now that Rika story now connects to the Rena route, but then that route now ends with the eruption as well. I mean, the eruption seems like something that happens no matter what, so even in like the Shion route that happens eventually probably too. Is that just what we're ultimately going to get towards, is just Rika's repeating the endless June just so we could find a way to stop it somehow? Right. She was right. Literally the next day after that. Got it. If this is 30 years later, is Keiichi alive? Possibly. He'd be like in his 40s. Are any of them alive? I mean, when the Satoko thing happens and it's like, oh, the great disaster, it's like, oh, Keiichi was the sole survivor. Yeah, no shit, it is. Human experimentation, huh? Just an excuse for that? They were checking everyone. Didn't want to make sure that the disease didn't spread outside of here. Yup, it was the fucking worms, bruh. It was a cover-up. I don't think it'd be kind of like Chernobyl as well, right? Like, I mean, radiation, that's different, obviously, but I mean, like, you probably wouldn't be able to come here. If it's gas, it would dissipate eventually, but there would still be like some trapped there. Pouring concrete over, I don't think would stop that, like, because it would crack eventually and just seep through again. But I mean, no one's gonna come here. Well, I mean, he's met Rika. We've got it. The books. I mean, to be fair, all of this is just their conjecture, which, I mean, who am I to say that they're wrong? But I mean, I feel like this is the author kind of just being like, this is a lie, this is true, this is a lie, usudaro, like, what is real? It makes sense. We're getting all this now, and then we're gonna, I imagine, in the next couple episodes, jump to another route. It's just information for the audience's sake going forward, but it just is weird because it's like, it's not information that anyone else is gonna have unless this ends with something weird. But like, this is the first time we've gone way past everything. Led to all them dying.
少女 A が最近テロを予告し、
Mm-hmm.
高野美代を含む数人の村人が開始を遂げている。どうにも腑に落ちない要素が多すぎる。
It's not. Yeah, this is crazy. What the heck? I mean, it's what I figured. It's the parasites, the disease, and back to the school.
例の往生事件の待ち合わせしてるんだ。ある人とね。
Is this Rena? Huh, she came here.
いいえ、先ほど来たばかりです。
Sounds the fucking same.
例の少女 A だよ。
She still seems so fucked up, which is natural. I mean, she was supposed to die that night, I feel like. However real the fucking, like, worm, like, because it was probably just a visualization thing, but she had a fucking hole made of maggots in her throat, and we just ignored that. I mean, obviously she lives. Well, I mean, she's also messed up because everyone fucking died. And this time, is she the sole survivor?
親代様の再臨と称して悪性を強めた病原菌をばらまこうとしていたという話です。
This time the aliens didn't show up though. Cringing at her past self.
あの時は家でいろいろあったもので、精神的に不安定になっていたのだと。
You don't. I think everyone was.
それを圭一君に悟って悪い夢から覚め。
あの日の夜に入江先生は服毒自殺。フルでリカさんは他殺体で発見。
So those happened the same. Hmm.
これほどの事件が立て続けに起こるなんて。
So, okay, it's interesting to learn that a lot of these events are like, they'll always happen. It's like the doctor committing suicide, Rika dying one way or another. That's what's still weird to me is Rika dying, and yet she still knows all of it. She doesn't seem to be the one in control of that. But what happened to Keiichi in this route? See, okay, well now the end of season 1 seems a lot less happy-go-lucky as it did. Well, then with Rika being like, oh wow, they actually lived, but then everyone dies again. Or at least he stopped them.
偶然とは思えないんですよ。長い間病院に入られてましたよね。
Naturally.
ここは病院じゃない。私たちにあなたの知っていること。
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of scared to hear what she thinks.
あの大災害で死んでしまった前原さんや園崎さん、北条さんや古出さんの無念を晴らすことになるんですよ。
知らない。私には何もわからない。
Don't know anything or can't say anything. The mental block.
リカちゃんに何か大きな秘密があったように思えてなりません。リカちゃんは明らかに関わりがあって、何かを知っていました。
リカさんが。
Whoa, we're back here. Oh god. What? The fuck? We never saw this. Huh? This is what made her tweak out. We'll start again. So she didn't inject her. Well, obviously, because she lived. Or yeah, the Rika from different timelines. I mean, if you want the truth, I feel like the kid Rika is not the real Rika. I feel like that's just a persona. Yeah. Yeah, we still don't know how that happened. Yeah. Well, so much for that. It's up to Keiichi to save her. Yeah. The art style already looks different. I would say it looks better, but because 2006 and 2007, yeah, go back to when we all were just living a lie, but, you know, it was simpler then. Wherever that may be. Edie. オッケー。The fuck is this?
あっちの毛を移植すればいいんじゃないかしら。本当なのですか？ 嘘よ。
I'm not gonna watch those every time, but that caught me so off guard. Well, that was episode 1 of season 2 of Higurashi Kai. They made it easier to understand, whether or not I do understand it. So in essence, it's basically what we knew already. It all was a cover-up because they were doing the experiments with the parasite, whatever the fuck it was, because they were trying to bring another advent of Oyashiro, whether or not Oyashiro was actually an alien or some shit. I would like it if it's not an alien. I would like stuff to stay grounded. They did all that, and then the government covered it up as like a gas leak, or just gas erupted from the ground. What's fascinating is that like the routes are all connected, most of them. If anything, the Shion route feels detached from everything now. I mean, the Satoko one, at least it shows just like, oh, Rika's dead somehow. But it's interesting that she dies the same way in both of those routes. So is it kind of meant to imply that, no, that can't be how it is. I was gonna say, is it meant to imply that after the Rena thing, the Satoko thing happens? That literally does not add up, because one, Satoko's uncle is killed by Rena, and also the next day it all erupts. So some stuff still happens the same though. The doctor commits suicide and Rika dies the same way. Gets disemboweled by something. Maybe this next arc we actually see what happens over the course of that next day. That would be interesting. It's just fascinating the way that arc ended last time. It's like that was all intents and purposes the best route. Then it's like, oh no, the next day everybody died. It's crazy seeing Rena alive 30 years later, still mentally messed up. Naturally, I get that, but just like they started doing blood tests on everybody, which makes sense. Like, you don't know if that disease like could have spread, like it spreads to consume the whole fucking world. That might be endgame. I don't know. That might be what it builds towards. But I mean, this is most likely gonna be the season then that we finally maybe see just what the fuck Rena is exactly. Is she an alien? Like, you know, now it's just a thing of there's the two Rikas, the kid happy Rika, which I feel like is the fake Rika, and then the Rika that exists beyond time, the Oyashiro Rika, I guess. Fascinating. Where the hell do we go from here, man? It'd be interesting if we kept just going, but I imagine either next time it'll be a new route, or we'll see just what happens leading up to that. I mean, it's so weird. Like, there's such a short amount of time, because they literally, it's just like, oh yeah, the whole thing with Rena happened, and then the next day everybody died. So it's not like a case of like, oh, a couple weeks maybe passed. So it's like we could do that, but what, are we gonna do 24 episodes of a day? Do the show 24? I don't know. But what a start. But either way, this is my reaction to the first episode of season 2 of Higurashi. Join me next time for episodes 2 and 3, as well as everything else to be coming down soon. Until next time, I'm Lancer. Thanks for watching.